10 of the 2025 season. And this one features the fastest man in football, Xavier Worthy. There are few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Falcons and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. How you getting, everybody? Brock Ewart and Kate Scott with you up in the booth. And Brock, we have a very intriguing matchup of quarterbacks ahead in this contest today.
This is going to be so good, so entertaining because these QBs are so talented, both of them. They don't need any more of an incentive than this because after the game, you know they love to meet up in midfield, right? Well, one of them is going to be making that hard, begrudging handshake with the camera.
So good to be free.
Big smile because he knows what it takes to beat the QB on the other side.
Again, everybody's loving seeing this every single time I do this. Yes, get it.
So we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So now out comes the Panther offense.
Carson Beck, everybody. The savior of Carolina. 9 touchdowns through 9 games. 8 games?
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week.
9 touchdowns. It's not great.
For his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or
turnovers. Is there a running back, Bucky Irving, looks like?
By the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
And you hit him.
Right back to Irving now. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
We get pressure.
Throwing now from the gun.
Oh, wide open.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs.
I think spot zone. So easy.
My favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I don't like how many people are just wide open. Not a fan.
They're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On the give, this is Irving.
Yeah,
He's gonna snag a
should have been
charging up the gut.
a gain or a loss of 1. Ends up being a gain of 2. That fall forward is crazy.
Last week here.
Team rushed 54 yards last week's not great.
To go. Let's see how they approach
to be able to play
this
pass defense. Rush defense is fire right now.
Throwing off the play fake here. Finds his target, Allen.
So many people that are just wide open.
Down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to
do
do
I
more
play
often
man?
now than ever before in football. Show off
I lose, right?
Get outside the pocket.
It's called man defense.
Open man.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking for a throw here.
Does anybody want to explain to me how that was completed pass?
23-yard line.
Let's take a look at this. Terrible pass. 2 people right there, ready to pick it off potentially if they just turn around. Okay. That's realistic, I guess. Cool.
Pick up a 5
Works.
on that play, and it'll give the Panthers a first down. Back to throw.
Wide open.
Taking the deep shot there on first down.
How does that...
Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one.
One of the corners should have been back in coverage. I feel like this is supposed to be one of those nights. This guy is supposed to be covering that deep left zone. He comes up. What? That was zone coverage. Why did he stay with that dude? It wasn't match. It was zone.
Throwing it to get back into rhythm.
I get it. No, I don't get it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
Not all day.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got
All right,
it.
well, that works. Minka's got 3 picks in the last 2 games.
Every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They're led out by an incredible score.
In case anybody didn't see my last game, Josh Jacobs is out for the next 6 weeks.
It's Jalen Hurts.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Javon Holland there to make the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Trying to get around fireman. He was taking forever to make that. I don't know what he was doing.
All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape,
wanted a crow route, but they both looked covered.
Down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And as they take the field, Bronk, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular loves a chance to have a golf a breakfast ball or mulligan. Another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Irving on the inside give. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Once again, Irving. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
He's running for it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying.
Bad punt.
The Falcons and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On third down, it's Hurts. That's caught for the first. And he's out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Where's the Tucker-Duckers? Where's the Tucker-Duckers?
The Falcons will have a first. Elliott running out of the gun. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Javon Holland there to make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Short side option here. He's running left. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain.
It's the right read.
Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Hurts now from the gun. On target to Worthy. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throwing for Hurts. Finds his man, Waddle. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
But Tuckers.
Once again offensively. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. Complete. It's Bourne. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Damn.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's a throw. He's got the hook up to Bourne. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Another punch brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Falcons are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They run it from the gun with Elliott. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
going to the ground again on first. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line. All right, here we go, second down. This might be a free play for him. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Offense to the line for second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. On target to Waddle. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Well, the holds are back. We had no hold penalties last week, and now all of a sudden we were getting them. Again, it's always Jake Matthews. It is always Jake Matthews.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Hurts setting up to throw. Near the sideline, Waddle's got it.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Throwing here, Hurts. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Damn.
Here's an option play to the left.
Yeah.
And he won't salvage
It doesn't
that.
matter if
It's
you
a
read
loss on the
right
play.
on options in this game.
It's easy
College,
for
it
me to
matters a
say
lot
up here
more,
in the
but
friendly confines of the booth, Cape,
I don't
but
think
that
I've
was
ever
not
had
the
a
right
successful.
read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another kid at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
For the one-on-one.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well
For the
covered Kate, on
one-on-one.
that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Hurts. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it deep
See that
downfield.
short.
They rip off a big chunk of field
Adam.
and sets him up with first and goal.
Look
Adam.
at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training
Come on,
camp
baby.
that
Come
I
on,
love more
Zeke.
than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations.
dude.
You know you got to protect that
cannot
goal line, and the
get in.
defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Only a yard that
I'm gonna
time.
try with
A
Zeke one more
defensive
time,
stand
honestly.
brewing here, and it brings up third and goal.
Because I have a goal to get a touchdown with him. Like 2 touchdown runs.
Elliott.
There we go, Zeke.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points.
Not
on the
getting
ensuing
any yards
drive.
rushing, but we'll get him a touchdown. We need to get him 2, I think, for the goal.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Something big of a difference.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Carolina offense headed out now. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Finds his man, Chase. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And he has it to the
I keep
42
forgetting the
before they
computer
make the
doesn't
stop.
really panic and pass until
They'll
2
move the
minutes.
chains after that pickup of 12.
So they're not going to get this playoff. It'll go to 2-minute warning, and then they'll start passing it.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The
Atlanta.
Panthers at a deficit.
Now they'll pass it.
They'll head
I
up
can
first
predict
and
pass
10
all
from the
day.
42. Pass play now. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
2nd and 10 now. Gets this one to Andrews. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Johnny Hecker, the one to send it away. And he's
What a
certainly been staying busy.
punt.
Once again, he's out to punt and sends
What
this
a
flying.
punt, bro.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hurts to throw.
Damn, I thought I could get it past him.
It's intercepted.
That was my bad.
And the
I thought I could get it past that. I saw him the whole time. I was kind of waiting for the route to develop to get past that linebacker. And I just didn't. I did not throw it out in front of him.
Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Back now, pressure on its way. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got it. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Irving. And he's brought down for a loss.
Stop.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know
that's the best case scenario after that stupid pass.
Just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks instead. Well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Just 4 seconds left, Brock. Only time for one play. Man, it's going to be a field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here.
Goes to show you, man, just like not holding the left stick to the left there makes all the difference. I think if I hold the left stick and lead the pass, I think that's a touchdown. Or not a touchdown, 1st down, sorry. We're just going to get to halftime, especially after that pick.
Here comes the final play of our 1st half. Looks like they'll play it safe
Oh,
for the run to the outside.
dude.
And he
Come
could not break
on,
beyond the
man.
line. So that's how our half's going to end. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the 3rd quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the 2nd half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the 1st half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
But
From the pistol, Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Damn, Zeke.
And he'll pick
Damn,
up
Zeke.
to move the chains.
Don't hurt him, Zeke.
Win
Don't
the
hurt
early
him.
battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Can't do much there.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Pulled in by Waddle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch.
These Waddle plays never work, but I'm doing it for a goal.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep.
That's worthy.
He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Never give up on the run game, boys.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Right back to Elliott now.
I hit right bumper quick enough. I was trying to get it to fire me there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Elliott.
Nowhere to go there.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm...
And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Falcons push their lead to 18. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers set to take the field.
Some pressure.
And down double digits, Brock.
Got a good
Field goals
lead.
like we saw in their
Go
last
this a
time
little bit.
aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. To throw it on 1st down. Andrews with
He was
the
in
catch.
perfect position to pick that
And they
ball off,
finally
and
bring
he
him
just
down
didn't.
with that
It looked like he started to go for a pick there,
gain.
and then he was like, "Nah, I'm good, actually." This is picked right here by this dude. Stops. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Down.
So dumb.
He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Irvin here from the gun. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Dropping back to throw. He's got Andrews. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. He puts some juice. And there's a man there.
Baby.
It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it.
He's got 4 picks the last 2 games.
Take
Just
possession
absolutely
as he makes
killing
his
it.
4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt
Yeah, and he had no picks before that. I forgot about that. No picks all season, and then 4 in the last 2 games.
Defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half.
That was terrible.
Holding up, they're able to drop him.
Terrible.
And the big play drives them backwards.
Ooh, this
Second
looks
down
great for
coming up.
Worthy. Hike the ball, please.
Trying again, following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up
Oh my
incomplete.
God, bro. I can't. That
Try
was so
connecting with
wide.
Xavier Worthy there.
That was so
So
wide
they're left
open,
facing
man.
3rd and long.
Jesus. Jesus.
Hurts now from the gun. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Jalen Waddle's getting a lot of yards and touchdowns this game, but he's not getting a lot of receptions.
Continue piling on
What
to
I
this
need for my
lead.
season-long goal for him.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
My goals this game: 24 points or less, win by 17, allow 2 or less touch. I'm
This
on
bounces
track
through
for
the
all
end
of those
zone
so
for a
far.
touchback. The pick. First and 10 now from the 30.
Probably around them playing pass just in case.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT.
Yeah.
Looking to his fullback now. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Complete. It's Bourne. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pass play coming here. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 47. Hauled in by Moore. And he's tackled
He
with
was
a
there.
first down yardage.
He was there for sure.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's the give to Irving. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Was that a first? It didn't look like a first. I'm just saying, it didn't look like a first.
Thankfully, only...
Oh, man. It didn't look like a first down, bro.
First down, ball at the 36. He'll throw it. Finds
Pick
him
apart,
over the
man.
middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two
No more
shy
man
of
the
red
rest of the
zone.
game. They're going to be passing a lot, so
They'll
we're just
get
going to play
14
zone.
yards and a new set of downs. All set up now for
They
1st
can
and
pass
10.
if they run it. Hold on.
Throwing from the gun here.
Wide open. Jesus. Wide open, man. Let's get some pressure.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. That throw finds Holker. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
They are throwing it again. And he's going to score.
Why
Touchdown,
are
Carolina!
defensive backs making
The
0
Panthers
plays on
making the
balls
scoreboard
that
look
they have
much
every
better.
opportunity in the world to
They
pick
were
off or
throwing
at
for it
least
there,
knock
and
away?
they didn't care who knew about it,
Like,
Brock.
that
And
dude
it
is in
turns out, hey,
perfect
nothing
position
was
to,
gonna
at the
stop him
very
either.
Yeah,
least,
there's something
knock
about
that
an
ball
empty
away.
formation. You are
So we've got a stoppage
Instead,
now.
he
Figured
does
this
nothing.
might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this... No change to the call of fields. That play's going to remain a touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And the Falcons cover up the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Running the counter, Elliott. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey.
A play fake now hurts to throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Once again, Elliott.
Gonna fall forward, Elliott. Let's go,
Is
baby.
enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Elliott straight ahead. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line,
no, it's not Waddle.
They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Waddle. Open Waddle, come on.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Pass caught, 9-yard line.
Waddle wasn't open. I don't know what you want from me.
All the way down to the 6. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him.
We need to try to complete some goals and turn off shoot clock.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Hand off here to Elliott.
And that's the 2nd touchdown needed. That's huge.
The Falcons.
The thing I didn't do too well was get Waddle a lot of catches.
So an exclamation point there. That caps off what?
This motherfucker needs 100 catches.
A dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Fire quad.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen there to haul it in. And he drives this across midfield and down.
Oh, we're doing here, boys. I'll keep it a buck.
2nd and 3 now. From the 48. Need this to force overtime. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left. So a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Hold on. Was this? No, we still hit all things. Wait, hold on. Did they? Was this other one at jump pass? No, fuck it. Dude, that lost me that goal.
Yeah, but,
Wait, is it 2 or less? Oh, okay. We're chilling then still. 1 by 17. We do. Actually, 1 by 18. 24. Yeah, we hit all of them.
one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize
That was
effort on the
annoying.
field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And they draw first blood against a division rival. We're on the road later this year.
Oh boy.
Jalen
Hurts for 20, 70%, 2 touchdowns. Elliott, 2.4 yards a carry. Waddle had 6 catches. All right, well, appreciate everybody watching. Have a good night.